them, but it's kind of like keeping up with the Kardashians.
You don't like that?
Just because you keep up with them don't necessarily mean like what they talking about is good.
Ooh.
But we gonna keep up. We keeping up with the Durants, keeping up with the Kevins, if you will. He's built a polarizing culture, but so when I look at a culture, what is it? The culture currently has star players missing time for who knows what reasons. That's Kyrie Irving, that's Kevin Durant. The culture currently has star players, opting in, opting out. The culture currently has star players worrying about them getting theirs, and as long as they get theirs and everyone gets theirs, the three being the everyone, then the team collectively will win. But to me, it's not necessarily a great culture. Is the city hype? Are the fans hype? Is the basketball world hype? Yes. But when I talk about a good culture, it's a culture that can breed winning. We haven't necessarily seen it yet, albeit there were clearly injuries. Let's make no mistake about that. But I can't testify to a quality culture being built yet.
Oh, I think it's a quality culture. It's a destination. Let's just start there. You got 3 top 10 players to arrive in this one spot. Just imagine if you go out to the club, speaking of the Kardashians, and you see 3 A-listers at one spot. What you gonna say? Oh, this is a bad club. No, you ain't gonna say, this is a good club.
Yeah.
Right? You know what? It's a good culture. It's a good spot. If 3 of them collectively, individually, just figure out how we all gonna land in Brooklyn, stop playing with me right here. And you can't be mad at Kyrie. You can't be mad at James Harden. James Harden tried to sabotage his career just to get to Brooklyn. You think he wants to do that to go to a bad culture? Kyrie and his personal issues, don't forget that the franchise was very upset at that. It's not like they are living in a culture where they say, hey, Kyrie missed and we don't give a damn. That's a bad culture, but not in this situation. Oh, I must correct you too. I love the Kardashians, first of all. They got the best job available. We got the second best job, which is talking sports, barbershop, love and life. No moderator, too. Love it. They got the best job. Just be yourself and we'll pay you billions. I mean, come on, dog. They won. And that's what's happening here. They would have won. Kevin Durant steps on a 3-point line. Outside of that, and he has half of James Harden, no Kyrie. He's advancing. He's going to the next level. He's not on Twitter as much right now because he's actually preparing to play. But all of that came up short just because of injuries, not because of a culture. I remind you what is a culture. It's a subscription of thoughts, words, and actions. So basically, here are the values, here are the principles. Ball out, be a star, be a top 10 player. We're going to win. Everyone subscribed to that. This team only played 8 games together in the regular season and still was the favorite. And they would have come out, let's just be real about it, minus the injuries. So all that says, it's a good culture because they were that close even without all their guys.
When I think about a good culture, Sal, I'm reminded of 2020, the bubble period, when you had your dude, Alex Caruso, and he said, this is so important to me that I'm going to stay here and miss actually a sibling of mine's wedding. Conversely, you got the Clippers, Lou Will. He had to go handle some personal business of his own, but didn't necessarily have the proper discernment as to not put his team in jeopardy by putting himself in jeopardy and facing certain protocol. When I think of pressure, I think of laying my own needs down for the greater good of the team.
Okay, I'm with that. That's fact.
What I see with the Nets, I don't see that, Sal. You remember the Three Musketeers slogan, all for one and one for all?
Okay.
The Nets really hammered down the first half of that, all for one. Everybody focused on the ones. The Kevin Durant, that's one. The James Harden, that's one. The Kyrie Irving, that's one. But it ain't one for all. Because the individuals are not worried about everybody. Everybody's just worried about the individuals, TV people included, like you and I. So I don't see Kevin Durant, him building a good culture, because culture causes other people to change their behavior. Culture causes Kyrie Irving to say, you know what? Buddy called me the N-word, but I'll figure out how to still play in spite of that. Culture causes Kyrie Irving to say, you know what? Let me go to this birthday party, but at least let me go to this birthday party under whatever COVID protocols may be necessary so that I don't have to miss time. Culture causes people to change their behavior, like we saw LeBron James and the culture he built, as opposed to Doc Rivers, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the lack of culture they had in the 2020 bubble period.
Did LeBron change the culture? When he first got to Los Angeles, did he change it year 1? Oh, he didn't? Oh, he did? Oh, he didn't make the playoffs? Oh, he did change the culture? It was a good culture?
Kevin Durant's in year 2.
Hold on, Kevin Durant and Kyrie and James Harden are in year 1. You named all those guys, so don't you put this all on KD, but since you want to put something on KD, when the last time this team made it this organization to the conference semifinals. 2000.
03, 04?
03, good. All right, we boys, but I don't do that trivia
Jason
stuff on
Kidd.
air. You be like, hey, why you leave me out the top? But 2003.
03.
So you said change behavior? Sounds like that's some change behavior. That's almost 20 years ago, big dog. You want to talk about change behavior? The year before, minus 41-point differential without Kevin Durant and those boys on the court. This year, plus 324. Change behavior? What about 111 scoring average before? 118. Change behavior? You got to look at this situation in totality, man. Ticket sales, jersey sales. First half of the season, Nets have the second. The Nets, who haven't been to the conference semifinals in almost 20 years, have the second highest, most popular team merchandise sales. Come on.
I got to push back.
Oh, you going?
I got to push back.
Number one.
I got to push back.
And they're supposed to be the B team. They're supposed to be the JV team.
Here's why I got to push back.
Bro.
Because
Good
being
coaching.
in L.A. has taught me so much. It's taught me so much. I love being in L.A. because you learn a lot.
Yes.
And what I've learned about L.A. is you can change aesthetic and not change behavior.
That's facts. You've been out.
You can change a look now and not change behavior. I done seen some people sell out here in these L.A. streets.
What they look like?
You can change, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, go to a quick salon real quick, go to a doctor's office real quick, go change a look, you know what I'm saying? Get some Botox real quick. It ain't necessarily gonna change behavior. So with that being said, yeah, the Nets changed their look. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, but I don't think necessarily that the behavior changed. I'll personalize it. Let me go back to Austin, Texas.
They had a bad surgery.
Let me personalize it.
Got hurt at the wrong time.
That be happening,
Them
too.
things start popping at the wrong time.
You talked about clubs. You talked about clubs, Sal. Just because you see the A-listers at the club doesn't mean the culture changed. There was a club in Austin, Texas during Texas Relays, a huge track meet. A-listers were out there, right?
6th Street? We on 6th Street?
6th Street. We on 6th Street.
Let's go.
We on 6th Street. We in a club called Spiro's. Doesn't exist anymore. Why? Because the culture was bad. Yeah, stars were there. All of a sudden, guns start popping out. Pop, 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 pop. Because just because a look changed, and just because you got some A-listers don't mean the culture changed. Culture was still there. Knuck if you buck still got played, and people started knucking and bucking. So I don't care about the name sale. I don't care about the looks. I don't care about the aesthetics.
Yeah.
Aesthetics can change, but a culture still be bad.
Boy, you lucky Kevin Durant was out there by himself. You lucky Kyrie's gun jammed. You lucky James Harden didn't have as many bullets as he thought he did, because, boy, they were shooting the lights out. What I hate about sports is you can't make excuses. Because in life, you can make excuses. Think about it. You come up to any situation and you fall short, everyone, at least good friends, want to say, what happened? You know why people always say, what happened? They don't want to just hear the objective. They want to hear
Why?
Why?
Yep.
Color it in. How? Right? But then you become an athlete, you're still a human being, and all of a sudden you say, we lost. Now, I dare you to tell them why. I dare you to tell them how. And people be like, I don't want to hear it. It's zero-sum game. Oh, no, I don't want to hear it. Kevin Durant should have carried the whole thing. I'll curse. So the point is, why do we want to hold him to a different standard when he damn near carried nothing all the way to the next level, which is change behavior, since they haven't been there since 03?
Because Kevin Durant is paid to live different, he's paid to act different, he's paid to play different. You got to hold him to a different standard. Kevin Durant out here making $200+ million, I believe, on his contract. Kevin Durant is out here with his own shoe deal. Kevin Durant is out here with 15 or 19 million followers. Kevin Durant is out here with the highest of the highs. So Kevin Durant is currently being compensated to do things differently. So I don't want to hear about the excuses. I don't want to hear about his foot was too big and thus it was on the line. That's why they're not where they need to be.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how rough the tide is. Just dock the ship.
Damn,
And
you
KD
doing
ain't
that?
docked the ship just yet.
Man, dock the ship. What was that ship that got stuck? Remember that stuck a couple months ago? Some ship got stuck. What the hell? Blake Griffin took money out of his bank account.
He did. That did happen.
To go to a bad culture or a good culture? I wonder. New Yorkers who are real, like in general, perception, they're real. I lived in New York. It's my second home. In L.A., the perception is we fake. So in L.A., the A team, the Lakers, everyone loves the Lakers even if they don't love the Lakers, because that's what we do out here. We're front runners. We're Hollywood. We got to look like we love the best. In New York, if you notice, a lot of those people, they actually defected and said, nah, we like Brooklyn. Knicks fans, we like Brooklyn. Like, at least the Knicks aren't a laughing stock anymore, but still, a lot of people converted to Brooklyn, converted to a bad culture, or converted to something that is a star on the rise. And that's what this organization is doing in totality. KD next year. Who's going to be the favorites out of the East next year? Go there.
Bucks. Who go?
Coming up, Patrick Beverly's punishment for shoving Chris Paul, I hate you, was handed down. We'll tell you if it was enough. That's next on Speak for Yourself.